weight into your feet. Hey Tash, weight into the heels, lift your toes. Just run and grab, Tash, if you haven't grabbed them, bring some just go grab 2 tins of food. Marissa, I should have told you too. 2 tins of food or drink bottle or weights if you have them. So weight in the heel, lift the toes, spread the toes out, lift your heels, come up into a calf raise. Even weight on the left and right side. Lower the heels, let the toes lift. Bring the weight forward, spread your toes out, come up into a rise. Even weight on the left and right side. Slow it down as you lower, toes lift. And drop the toes and lift into a calf rise. Alright, come down onto the mat. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, nod your chin to your chest. You're going to peel your spine down. Gentle lift of the tummy. Roll your head, neck and chest down towards the floor. Breathe in at the bottom and then breathe out. Stack your pelvis up onto your thighs. Keep feeling like your pelvis is pulling up, and then stack each vertebra up one at a time. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out. Roll all the way down. Good feeling. For any niggles, complaints, differences from left to right side, and up. And last one, nod your chin to your chest, roll all the way down. Let your head and your arms flop down towards the floor, roll all the way up. Interlace your fingers for me, and you're going to pop them just at the base of your skull, so your neck is free to move. I want you to pull your elbows forward, pull your head back into your arms, so you're sort of pushing in opposition. And then release. And then press the hands and the arms together. And release. You've got 3 more like this. Press, just really working through those deep extensor muscles of your neck. And release, just relieving the stress of the day. Also feel like the crown of your head is gently floating up towards the ceiling like a balloon. And release. 2 more. As you press your head and your hands together, make sure you don't flare through the front of the ribs. So the ribs stay connected using those upper abdominals. And last one, press the hands and the head together. And then release. We're just going to work through the side. So you're going to put your right hand on the right hand side of your head. You're going to push your head into your hand and push your hand into your head. So now you're working the side muscles. You should feel them all down through the side of the neck. And release. Change sides. Press. And release. 3 more on each side. Press in. Just warming up through the arms and the shoulders as well. And release. Change hands. Press. And change. Press. And change. 1 more on each side. And press. And then release. And you just, I'm going to turn side on. You can see, keep facing forward. You're going to take your arms up and overhead. Then circle them back behind you. Press. And circle. Up. And then go back the other way. Try and keep your weight backwards in your heels. We often tend to lean further forwards. So really bring that weight back. Hello. Circle the arms. And we're going to do 2 roll downs again. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Nod your chin to your chest. Roll down through your spine. Come all the way up from there. Now on this last one, bring yourself to the back of your mat, because we're going to roll down into a hands and knees position. So as you breathe out, nod your chin to your chest. Let your head, neck and shoulders hang down towards the floor. Keep your legs straight as long as you can, and then bend your knees. Bring your hands to the floor and walk yourself out into a hands and knees position. Toes tucked underneath you. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, and your spine is nice and long, so you're not tucked under in like a fetal position. Breathe in, let everything go through the front of the body, let it all just hang to the floor, and then breathe out, lift it up, like you're pulling your belly button away from your shirt. Let it relax and lift. So we're just working the front abdominals at the moment, the spine isn't changing. Good, relax, yeah, and lift. 2 more, relax and lift. Last one, lift. Now we're going to go for those knee hovers. So you're going to look about 1/2 meter in front of you, press the floor away, lift your tummy and hover your knees off the ground, just an inch, couple of centimeters, and lower back down. And then engage the tummy. Bring your knees just a little bit closer to your hands, so there's a real nice 90-degree angle at your hip. Lift the knees and hover, and lower back down. Good, keep going. Lift the knees and hover, pull the belly button up, really working through that shoulder girdle, and back down. Hover the knees, and back down. We're going to up the ante a little bit here if you want to, otherwise just keep going with the hovers. You're going to hover the knees, take one leg out, take the other leg out, bring one leg in, bring the other leg in, and lower back down. Now change the starting leg. We hover, take a leg out, press it into the floor, squeeze your butt as you come into your plank, bring the leg in, bring the leg in, and lower back down. From there, let your feet be flat, turn your hands over and let your butt come to rest on your feet and take a rest position. You can also do this up high if it is not pleasant in your knees. Take 3 breaths there for me, please. And then you're going to grab your cans because we are going to use them next. You're going to come lying all the way down on the floor. If you don't like being flat, just grab a pillow and put it underneath your head. That is okay for this little part. All right, a can in each hand. As you breathe out, I want you to, without moving the rest of your body, I want you to lift, separate your shoulder blades and lift the cans just slightly higher towards the ceiling, and then draw them back down. So the movement that we're getting is shoulder protraction and retraction. You see that? So you move arms up and then back down. So it's a shoulder blade movement. So the arms stay straight, reaching for the ceiling. Shoulder blades separate, and then shoulder blades draw back together. Shoulder blades separate, arms stay straight, reaching for the ceiling the whole time. Reach and lower. Shoulder blades separate underneath you, and then lower back down. One more, protraction, retraction. Now, from here, keep your arms where they are. One arm will go up to the ceiling, the other arm's going to go back to the floor. So you're just going to switch the arms, one up and one down, with your tin of food. One up and one down. Just going to move down away from my plant. Now, if this is not challenging enough, you can bring your legs to tabletop and keep going. That will work your lower abdominals a little bit more. But you can just keep them flat as well. Now, I want you to press your tins of food together up above your head. Bring your elbows a little closer and then bend at the elbows. And then straighten. Bend at the elbows so your tins of food are touching, and straighten. So your elbows at the end of the movement are facing up towards the ceiling. Your upper arm bone is perpendicular to the floor, and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend, good. Look at your arms. Make sure that upper arm bone isn't moving. Bend and straighten. So you're working to stabilize your arms using your shoulders. Good. 3 to go. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Again, you can do this with your legs at tabletop. Keep your arms straight and separate them back to shoulder distance. Your arms are going to go overhead. And I want you to work your upper abdominals so that your ribs don't move. So as you go back, I don't want your ribs to flare up from the floor. You have to work that upper abdominal area so that your abs stay connected as you take the arms overhead, and then lift. Both arms overhead and lift. Keep them as straight as you can and lift. So although the arms are moving, it's actually the abs that are helping you to stabilize. 3 to go. 2 and last 1. Pop the left tin of beans down, or the left tin of whatever, and pop your left hand behind your head. Now with your right hand, you're going to lift it up and touch it onto your left knee. You're going to the opposite side. And then bring it back, take the arm all the way to the floor. Lift your arm, touch it to the knee, and back down. And lift, opposite knee. Yeah, good work, ladies. Now again, you can do this with an extended or with the legs at tabletop, and you're just aiming for like past the knee. Reach, and all the way to the floor with your tin. 3 to go. Up, and down, up, and down. Last one. Up, and down. Change your tin and the hand that's on your head, and you're going to go up and down. So you're either going to the knee if your feet are flat, or you're going past the knee if your legs are at tabletop. Hand goes, or tin goes all the way to the floor. Up and all the way down. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and last 1, and back down. From there, roll over onto your front for me with your tins. So you're coming into hands and knees again. One tin is just going to rest. I'm going to do the one closest to you. So you're on your hands and knees. There's even weight between one hand and both knees. The other tin will be in your hand. So first, you're just going to lift your elbow straight up to your side. So the tin will end up near your ribs. And then back down. Pull it up and back down. Going for 5. Looking about ½ a meter in front of you. So you've got a nice long neck. Lift. Now, hold the elbow where it is. Straighten your arm and bend. Straighten and bend. It sort of looks like a weird 80s robot move. You know, like the robot dance? 2 more. Press and bend. Press, hold. We're going to pulse the arm up for 1, 2, 3. Looking ½ a meter in front. Draw the tummy up away from the t-shirt. And 10. Pulse. 9. Pulse. 8. 7. Feeling that in the arm? 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Rest that tin of beans down and that hand. We can do exactly the same on the other side. So you grab your tin, set yourself up so that you've got even weight between the hand and the 2 knees. Spine is long and there's just a gentle connection, so you're pulling your sort of skin away from your t-shirt just a little bit. Grab your tin of beans, lift the elbow up until the tin hits your ribs, and then back down. Pull it up and back down, looking about ½ a meter in front of you. So you're not looking at the floor. Nice long neck. 2 to go. 1. Hold the elbow up nice and high. Straighten the arm and bend. Straighten and bend. 3, 4, 5, hold, press the arm up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're a third of the way there, ladies. Good. Keep feeling even weight between those 2 knees and that hand. 4, looking half a meter in front of you. 2, tummy draws up. 1, and rest. From there, come up into a high kneel. If you can. So a nice high kneel. With this one, your pelvis is tilting backwards just slightly. So you've got a nice firm butt because you're squeezing your bottom forwards, pulling your pubic bone back to your belly button. So it's almost like you're like vacuum sealed front and back. Grab your tins, you're going to lean backwards so you're working the front of your thighs. And then with your beans, you're going to pull straight back and release. Pull, release, pull, release. Now if that front of thigh stretch is too much, just come up into a high kneel. Otherwise you keep leaning back. Pull, release, pull, release. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out and you're just going to go up and down. Just little ones, like maybe 40 centimeters from top to bottom. Now you can come up into a nice high kneel. If your knees don't like this, just come to standing. 4, 3, growing up tall through the top of the head. 1. Bring your arms up so your elbows are lifted. They're out chest height, so they're not in front of your face. Your elbows are just below the height of your shoulders. Open, circle one way, circle the other way, close. Open, circle one way, circle the other way, close. Circle each way, in between each hugger tree. Good, we've got 5 to go. Circle, circle, close. Ooh, my arms are burning. Good, 3 to go. 1, open, circle one way, circle the other way, close. Last one, circle one way, circle the other way, close. Ooh, give those shoulders just a little jiggle. From there, hold your beans. How about all of us come up to standing now, just to make it a bit more fun. 1 foot back, the other one forward, and you're just going to hold a lunge. So the front knee is just in line with the front ankle, back heel is lifted, just a little tuck of your pelvis, so your pubic bone is pulling back to your belly button. Tins on your shoulders, I want you to just press them up and back down. Just a straight shoulder press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, drop a little lower, 8, 2 more, 9, 10, come up from there, change your legs, find your balance, drop down into your lunge, and then arms up and down, exactly the same with the arms, press and press, tummy connects, drawing the skin away from the t-shirt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come up to from there. We're going to do a little bit of balance work now. So we're going to go nice and slow with this one. You're going to take your right foot off the floor. I want you to press it back behind you until it's straight. Take your little cans in front of you, and you're going to bring those cans towards the floor. Lift that back leg upwards. Go down as far as you can. Really keep reaching through that back leg, and then pivot back up. down, reach that back leg. And then lift. Allow your foot to jiggle around a little bit, it means it's working. Tins go down, leg goes up. 2 more like this, and then we'll do 5 on the other side. Tins go down. So they're helping to counterbalance you. And you're really working a lot through that side of the standing leg hip. Reach. And lower. Change the feet. So now my right foot is standing, my left foot is just lengthened behind me. My tins lead the way, slightly soft on the standing leg, down, but really actively reaching with the leg that's going up in the air. And lower, and up. Good. Lower. Find something that's not moving. 2 more. And last one. Whoop. Lost my balance. I'm only human. Okay, from there you're going to bring your feet wider than your hips. Turn them out. So think inside seam of your pants reaching forwards towards the camera. Now imagine you're squashed between 2 panes of glass. I don't know why you would ever be squashed between 2 panes of glass, but just imagine that you are. As you squat down, bring your elbows up. So the tins are kind of facing one another. You're going to hold that squat. Then open your elbows and squeeze your elbows together. Open and squeeze. Tuck your tailbone under slightly. Send those knees to the back of the room. And squeeze. Press and squeeze. Press. Squeeze. Can you get a little lower in your squat? 3, 2, squeeze your butt. 1, hold the arms out there. Sort of turn your palms so they're facing each other. And you're just going to do some little pulses. 10, 9, drop a little lower in your squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your arms, pulse your legs. 2, 3, 4. Send those knees to the back of the room. 3, 2, 1. Up from there. Give your legs and your butt a little shake, shake. Okay, from there, bring your feet so they're hip distance apart again. Think those front of your hips parallel to one another. You're going to come up onto your tiptoes. Feel an even weight on the big toe and the little toe side of your foot. And just find a moment to get your balance. Good. Now you're going to add one arm up, one arm down. Nice and controlled. If we go too fast, it will throw us off. So we're going to go as fast as you can, maintaining that heel lift. Good. Whatever is in your tin is going to be really ready to eat by the time this is over. Now start to add in a bit of a prance with your feet. So one heel goes down and one goes up as your arms are moving. So now your brain's having to work a little bit too. And up and down. And lift. Good. As you lift, keeping your pelvis and your torso nice and still while you're moving just the limbs. 3 to go. And last one. Alrighty, from there, take your feet wider than your hips again. Bring your cans just to either side. You're going to get the weight back into your heels. Hinge forward from your hips. So your butt's going to stay nice and high. Your chest is going to come parallel to the floor. And then we're going to do some flies. So your tins are going to come up and back down. Bend your knees slightly. Press and back down. Press and back down. 3 to go. 2. Hold it up here, and we're going to circle those arms. 2. You're looking about half a meter or maybe half a meter off the end of your mat, if you have one. Your neck is nice and long. Give yourself a double chin, switch the direction of your arms. Draw that chin up to your throat. 3, 2, 1. Bring the elbows in nice and close. Lift the arms and then straighten. You're going to go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift the tummy away from your shirt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way up from there. Pop your tins down. We don't need them anymore. Grab a drink of water if you need a drink of water. Okay, from there, take a big breath in. You're going to reach one arm up overhead, sort of stick your ear to your arm to your ear, and then send your arm down your back. Reach down as far as you can, and just connect through those upper abdominals, those bottom ribs. Then push your arm further down your back and stack your head up nice and straight. There's often a tendency to sort of shove your poor little head forward out of the way, but this time I want you to keep it up nice and long. Keep those ribs connected so you get a better stretch through the arm. I'm just going to move a bit closer so you guys can see what I'm doing, but just keep standing. Now that same arm, bring it across the body and pull it in towards you. When you're in this position, just jiggle it around so that you can really drop your shoulder nicely. And then same on the other arm, reach the arm up and overhead, press down and reach. Head stacking nice and tall, and just feel like those lower ribs are connected, so your upper abdominals are doing something. And then bring the arms forward, cross that arm in front of your body, let your shoulder drop away from your ears, and pull the arm in. Two more breaths there. And then let that arm go. You're just going to come back. Well, I'm going to stand. You're all already standing. Bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Take a big breath in. Bring the weight into your heels a little bit more. Keep it there as you roll your head, neck and chest down towards the ground. Keeping that weight. It's almost like you want to keep your toes lifting off the floor as you go into this stretch. Touch your elbows, so one hand on each elbow. And just let yourself hang there for like 2 or 3 breaths. Just feeling the weight of your head and your upper body pulling and giving you a stretch through your low back. From there, you're going to let your arms dangle. Stack your pelvis onto your thighs. Roll all the way back up again. Head stacks nice and tall at the end. Take another breath. And breathe out. Roll all the way down. Keep the weight in the heels. Lift your toes if you need to. And stack all the way up. And then you're just going to finish with a couple of arm circles in each direction. 1, 2, just breathing, allowing everything to move. Circle, circle. 5 little shoulder shrugs. And a couple of nods. All the way, go full range if you can. Don't make yourself dizzy, just make it small if you need to. And then just look left and right a couple of times. Again, if it's easier to just close your eyes, you can do that. And then a big breath in, a big breath out. And that is our class done for tonight.